If this was a battle of prestige for the Congress, BJP and the JDS, the Congress party indeed has saved this one for themselves. This election was very important for them, keeping in mind that this is a precursor not just to the upcoming state elections in the Hindi heartland, but also in the upcoming elections, the big fight of 2024. What do the numbers tell us? Let's put it out for you here on the graphics that we are putting out, and this is the number as they stack up. For the BJP right now, it doesn't look too good. It is 65. They're down to 65. The Congress party at 133. The JDS has got into huge losses this time, even in their bastion of the old Mysuru region. So if you look at these numbers, this is a story of how the Congress party has been able to hold on to the gains that they had made earlier, say about a decade ago, especially in a region like Old Mysuru. Significant gains that they've made in coastal Karnataka as well. But overall, this is an assertion of the grand old party, the Lingayats, the Vokaligas, getting the caste calculus line. And here is also a story how a regional party like JDS, is this the beginning of the end of regional politics for which the JDS is known? They will not be the kingmaker. It's a clear mandate that the Congress party has got this time. But what is the rural-urban divide in this election? How has the city like Bengaluru voted? And are the voters really divided keenly on the rural versus the urban issues? My colleague Shivani will tell you on the magic board.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Anusha. Let's begin with the Bengaluru region, because on the magic wall, this is the only region that is coming as a little bit of a bright spot for the BJP. So you look at the Bengaluru region, out of the 32 seats in this very congested area, the Congress has retained 17 of its seats. The BJP has won 15 though this time around, which is up 4 from last time. And all of their 4 gains have come from the JDS's kitty. So this just goes on to show that there is only that bright spot in Bengaluru, the Prime Minister's road shows, obviously a lot of their big MPs, big faces campaigning here. Some result has come here, but I want to, because we're talking about Bengaluru, which has both urban and rural, I want to go across to some of our filters. Let me see urban seats first, because urban seats, traditionally speaking, the Congress does well. I beg your pardon, the BJP does well. But if we look at the overall urban seats, here's for the entire state. I beg your pardon. This is just, there's another filter here. And we go to overall urban states. So there's about 46 of them. And 26 have been won by the BJP, which is up 5 for them. So,
which is countering the trend.
Which is countering the trend. This is the only bright spot for them actually, because otherwise region after region, barring Bengaluru and possibly coastal Karnataka to a certain extent, and section after section, they've continued to lose seats. But this is the only positive trend for them. And I want to quickly show you how much they have lost as far as the...
They've said it's switched now, Congress
it's switched
and BJP.
now. Let me just redo this. But let me do rural.
Yeah,
so rural is where the Congress has made such a massive dent. And you look at all spread all across Karnataka. Plus 40 seats for them. And I think ahead of the 2024 elections, given the conventional wisdom that the poor votes for Narendra Modi and for the BJP because of the beneficiary, model, and because they've gained so much from the central government, they might be a little bit concerned by this. But I'll only add a caveat, Prakash, that the people do vote differently in state
Mr.
and general
Yadurappa, I believe, is speaking
elections.
right now. Let's just cut across.
ಕೇವಲ 2 ಸ್ಥಾನದಿಂದ ಆರಂಭಿಸಿ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಂತ ಬಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಈ ಫಲಿತಾಂಶದಿಂದ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರು ಧೃತಿಗೆಡುವಂತ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಜನಪ್ರಿಯ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿಜಿಯವರ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಪರ ಆಡಳಿತ ನೀಡಿದಾಗ್ಯೂ ಸಹ ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿನ್ನಡೆಯಾಗಿರೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆತ್ಮವಿಮರ್ಶೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗುವುದು. ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಸಹಕಾರ ಸದಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಜನತೆ ಈ ತೀರ್ಪನ್ನು ಗೌರವದಿಂದ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮತದಾರರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ ಬಯಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. Victory and defeat are not new to Bharatiya Janata Party. Started with only 2 seats. BJP has grown to form the government in the state on its own strength. Party workers need not to be panicked by these results. Although the BJP government, under the leadership of the popular Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, has given a pro-development administration in the state, we have lost the election. We will introspect about the party's setback. We will give all cooperation for the development of the state. I respectfully accept this verdict of the people of the state. I want to thank the voters of the Karnataka state. Thank you.
Sir, Congress.
Sir, what do you think has gone wrong this time for the BJP in Karnataka?
ಸರ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮೀರಿ ಗೆಲುವು ಸಾಧಿಸಿರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಈಗ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. ಈ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ನೀವು ಏನು ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬಯಸ್ತೀರಿ ಈಗ?
ನೋಡಿಯಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಪಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನೀವೇನು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಯನ್ನು ಕಾರ್ಡನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭರವಸೆಯನ್ನು ಈಡೇರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ. ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದಂಥ ಭರವಸೆಯನ್ನು ಈಡೇರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಒತ್ತಾಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಲೋಕಸಭಾ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್?
We did go to every places with our report card to tell people the kind of work that we have done it to them. Tried approaching them all that way.
ಪ್ರಧಾನಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಲೋಕಸಭಾ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪರಿಣಾಮ
Sir, what do you think has gone wrong?
This will have no effect on the Lok Sabha election.
Sir, what do you think went wrong with the BJP? What do you think has gone wrong with the BJP this time as far as the strategy is concerned? And also, sir, you were not that actively campaigning as well.
No, madam, that is not correct. From last 3-4 months, I toured and attended the state, and you know very well, I have not even one day I have not taken rest. Even then, we lost the election. Natural.
Sir, but what do you think has gone wrong as far as the strategy of the BJP is
too early
concerned?
to say anything. We will introspect about all these things, and we will come back to you.
Sir, they also say local anti-incumbency.
Sir, where do you think the BJP went wrong?
Yeah, that was B.S. Yadurappa not really answering questions that were being raised by journalists. But right now, yes, the focus is on the Congress party, and we have Congress strategist Naresh Arora joining us live. Mr. Arora, congratulations. You have been working very closely with D.K. Shivkumar for over 2 years. What do you think worked for the party, and particularly when it looks like, anti-incumbency vote, or is it also pro-Congress vote?
Thank you, Maria. Thank you for your wishes and greetings. Yes, I think that it is a combination of both. But the biggest factor, according to me, has been the consistency and the sustenance of the Congress party in last 2 years. Because generally, if you see in different elections, the Congress party just comes to get the things going in the last 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, max 6 months. But here it has been a consistent effort of 2 years, and Mr. Shivkumar has been on the ball from day one. Since the day he came out of the jail and he was made the PCC president, and since the time we joined in, he has not seen him resting for a day. And of course, when he's not resting, he's not allowed anyone else to rest also.
So he has not let anybody rest. But then again, is it that the Congress this time around had an answer to the questions that you were raising against the BJP? That in the sense that it was a positive campaign, and the push and pull that has been there of D.K. Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah, that visibly was ironed out during the campaign, and perhaps now that we are seeing post the results, it will be settled later. Was that an understanding between the two leaders?
Of course, both of them are seasoned politicians and have seen many elections, and they were of the clear view that they have to see that the party doesn't suffer because of any internal competition or whatever we can say, that they have to bring to the fore a united face, united leadership, and the message has to be clear to their own workers and cadres, and of course the public. And for that, they made some conscious decisions. You would have seen them on camera, you could have seen them on social media, and in ticket selection, which is always a contentious thing in Congress party. And both were of the view that the winners need to be given tickets, and from there it started off, and you can see the results today.
And how much of that promise that was made by the Congress, the 5 promises that made to various, each and every home, I would say, in which people would come and flash that ye Congress ne promise kiya, how much of that worked?
First of all, the word was guarantee, and the word guarantee was chosen very consciously. People and Mr. Shiv Kumar was of the clear view that the people need to believe in us also, that whatever we are saying, we are going to be delivering it to them. And if you would have seen one video of Mr. Shiv Kumar and Mr. Siddaramaiah, in which both of them in one voice said that in the first cabinet meeting, they are going to get those guarantees implemented. They have calculated, we sat for hours, and it was not that these guarantees came up just out of thin air in last 2 or 3 months. They have been worked on since last 1.5 years. What all are the issues which matter to the people? What are the issues which we can address? Because making frivolous promises is never going to catch any kind of attention, as you have seen in a recent example of Gujarat, in which a same party who had ridden the wave of guarantees in another state was not able to make that much of impact, because people need to believe in you and you need to give them a way forward. So those guarantees are very close to the party's heart, the party president's heart, and of course they are committed to deliver them as and when they are sworn to power.
And you made that comparison that these were the same set of guarantees also in the state of Gujarat, but it did not work, but it worked in the state of Karnataka, and now we are looking at a number of 135 plus. Was this a number that you all were expecting?
Our internal number was 141, Maria, and Mr. Shiv Kumar has many times said it on camera as well. So I think that there are some misses which close seats we are trailing or we have lost. But still, it is a satisfying victory, because it is not an easy battle, that to contest against BJP's election machinery and with the other things which come along with it. And then, of course, you have to mobilize the Congress party cadres, the Congress party leaders need to be kept together. There are many challenges. And guarantees which I was talking about were not about the Congress party's guarantees in Gujarat. Another party, Aam Aadmi Party, which gave the guarantees in Punjab, gave similar kind of guarantees in Gujarat, which didn't work. So my point in case here is that guarantees also need to have credibility. It needs to be coming from the people who people can believe in, that this could be delivered, this can be worked on. And then you lay out the path also, the roadmap also. So I think Mr. Shiv Kumar was conscious of that effort, and in our internal meetings, in the meetings which were held with the stakeholders, it was worked upon, and then these guarantees were arrived at. And I'm pretty sure that they are committed to it, and they will be wanting to get them delivered as soon as they can.
Was there an effort to say that DK Shiv Kumar and Siddaramaiah do not have issues, and it is about ensuring that the party wins, and only post-election will the chief ministers, who will be the chief minister, that question will be answered?
In any case, this is not a chief ministerial election direct. It is an election which elects MLAs, and then MLAs elect or select or nominate or whatever the process the party goes through for the chief minister. But as I said earlier, both of them were very conscious of this fact that they need to get the candidates winning. If the candidates don't win, then there is no position of chief minister to discuss about also. So now the candidates have won. Congress has the majority. Now I'm sure both of them will sit together with the senior leadership, whosoever are the decision makers, and they will make a decision which is in the good interest of the state.
So you are, what made Mr. DK Shiv Kumar get emotional after the results?
Maria, we all are very emotional because it has not been an easy battle. Mr. Shiv Kumar was in jail. Mr. Shiv Kumar was facing cases, and those cases, if you remember, in one of your own shows, when you were speaking to him, that was the first time in publicly he admitted or I would say acknowledged that he was offered deputy chief ministership, and he chose not to become deputy chief ministership. And then, of course, the consequence was that he was raided and the cases were put against him. So it is an emotional moment for him. I myself was raided. I mean, a political consultancy being raided is the first. There's not a single political consultancy in the country who has been raided. I was raided for 3 days. So it was a turbulent ride, and we all are emotional today. He is more emotional than most of us that it has reached a logical conclusion, and we hope that it continues to stay that way.
And the Vokaliga constituency, which seemed to have shifted from the JDS, the traditional JDS, to now to the Congress, do you think that credit goes to Mr. DK Shiv Kumar?
It is a pretty obvious thing that the Congress party was projecting 2 leaders along with some other leaders. By protocol, CLP and the PCC come from their respective caste, and Mr. Shiv Kumar represents the caste which you are talking about. And if the vote is being shifted, he has worked very hard in those areas, and the results are there. And definitely, I think that because if you there was a tweet I made on the day of his nomination in Kanakpura that Mr. D.K. Shivkumar is going to be winning by the highest margin in the state. I'm just being told that the margin of victory is 1,22,000.
Naresh, just hold on to your thoughts. We have to go straight to the press conference that is being addressed by the Congress chief.
You describe this win, sir.
Silence.
ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಜನತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಭಾರಿ ಬಹುಮತವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂಥ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನು ಜನ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆತ್ಮವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ನನಗಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಜನರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ನಿರಾಶೆಗೊಳ್ಳದೆ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನು ನಾವು 5 ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಆ 5 ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ನಾವು ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ತರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪಡಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸರ್ವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಜನ ಈ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಸತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಸದ್ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಸಹಾಯ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಿವೆ, ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಕಾರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಅವು ಜಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ತರ್ತೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದರ ನಂತರ ಮಾಡೋರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಅವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಾರ್ದಿಕ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹುಷಾರಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ತಮ್ಮ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದ ನಾಯಕರು CLP ಇರಬಹುದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಇರಬಹುದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಬೇರರು, ಸಂಘಟಕರು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಪೋಕ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸು ಯಾರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್, ಒಂದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂತ ಈ ಚುನಾವಣೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಭಾರಿ ಬಹುಮತದಿಂದ ಅನೇಕ ದಿವಸದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇದರದೊಂದು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಅವರ ಗೌರವಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾನು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂಥ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿಗಳು AICCಲಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಂತು ಸುರ್ಜಿವಾಲಾ ಅವರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ, ನಾವು ಒಬ್ಬರ ಹೆಸರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನ ಒಕ್ಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಶೋ. ಇದು ನಾವು ಕೂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನನಗೆ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಲಿಂದ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು, ಅವರು ಇವರು. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಜನತೆಗೆ, ಅವರ ಪ್ರಬುದ್ಧತೆಗೆ, ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಯಾವ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಿರ್ಣಯ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಮೆಚುರಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ತಲೆ ಬಾಗ್ತೀನಿ. एक एक पूछे तो बोलते